What's up everyone, Dr. Dan over here at Be Fitness. We're gonna start our 10-step series to developing optimal mobility, core stability, and total body fluidity, right? So these are your top 10 steps, top 10 things that you wanna start to work on daily to help improve the health of your spine, your hips, your pelvis, your entire musculoskeletal system, and become a more efficient mover, right? So moving, very important. You either move the right way and avoid pain and optimize your performance, or you move the wrong way and you set your body up for injury, wear and tear, degeneration, all the bad stuff, right? So choose the first path, the right way to movement. We utilize a couple different systems over here in our gym, WEC method, the GOTA system, all different kinds of awesome training that we do over here at our gym, Be Fitness. In these couple videos, this is gonna be your top 10 steps to developing optimal mobility, explosive fluidity, endurance, durability, all those big words basically means you can move smoother with less pain, less wear and tear, and take optimal function later in life. All right, so step one is to develop maximum and optimal diaphragmatic breathing. You've seen on our YouTube channel a number of other breathing exercises on how to become a good diaphragm breather. We breathe 20 to 30,000 times a day, right? And most people are stuck in this stressed chest, neck overuse breathing pattern. Simple test for yourself. Watch yourself in the mirror. Take a deep breath in. Did your shoulders elevate? Did your neck decrease in height? If it did, you're a stressed chest breather and you need to learn how to control your diaphragm. Diaphragm is one of the most important muscles in our body. It helps us to develop a strong, stable lumbar spine and helps our core to function well, right? So one of the first things we do in my chiropractic office is teach diaphragmatic breathing. You can check us out on YouTube and view some of the other videos on how to control your core. Step number one, develop a good diaphragmatic breathing pattern. All right guys, step number two for developing optimal mobility, explosive fluidity, and endurance durability. Ditch your shoes and train barefoot. Right now in this video, I have my pedestal barefoot socks on. They've got little grippies on the bottom that allow me to stick to our gym floor, right? Barefoot training has a whole host of benefits. Number one, it strengthens your feet. Your feet is the only contact point between your body and the ground, right? Let's think about something for a second. Your fingers and your hands, you have skin. You never, ever, ever like to wear winter gloves to write a letter or type on your computer. Could you imagine if you wore winter gloves to try to do your hair and type on a computer and do all your day-to-day activities? It wouldn't work, right? So the problem with many of athletic training programs in today's society is the use of big, thick soled shoes, all right? You see some older people walking around and they're wearing these big Skechers and these big orthotic, podiatrist recommended shoes that are this thick, and they're stumbling around. Well, guess why that is? It's because you're decreasing the sensitivity of the small nerves and the important muscles in your feet, right? If your nerves in your feet cannot feel the ground, your leg muscles, your hip muscles, your core, they become deconditioned. Wearing big, thick shoes also, if you have a high heel, shift the pelvis forward and typically will cause a round in the low back, right? So over here at Be Fitness, we recommend barefoot training for all the benefits that we just talked about. Improve and increase foot strength, leg strength, core strength, low back strength, and ultimately better posture. Barefoot training is step number two to developing explosive fluidity, endurance durability, and optimal mobility, right? So great training point. Ditch your shoes at home, start to walk around your house barefoot. Step number three in my program for developing optimal mobility is practice mindfulness in movement. Mindfulness in movement means, and this is gonna take you a little bit of time to practice, if you're sitting at your desk, get out of that poor posture. If you're brushing your teeth, get out of that poor posture. If you're cooking dinner over the stove, get out of that poor posture. If you're driving your car, get out of that poor posture. Become mindful. There's a lot of different ways that we become mindful. One of them is shoulders down and back. Two of them, developing optimal breathing patterns out of your diaphragm so that you can focus your energy down into your core and develop a good, strong breathing pattern. Mindfulness in movement is supposed to be done 24 hours a day, all right? 24 hours a day. At first, it might only be possible for you to think about sitting up tall, standing tall, breathing out of your diaphragm, keeping your weight on the outside of your foot, standing with your feet straight together as you wait in line at the grocery store. But as your brain latches onto mindfulness, you will develop an easier ability to stand and work and lift and cook dinner over your stove, utilizing your back chain and developing better posture and stronger musculature throughout your body, right? So, tip number 3 on endurance, durability, explosive fluidity, and optimal mobility is develop that mindfulness in movement. All right, step 4, we're gonna ditch the stick for this one. Become powerful and become conscious, mindful in your 3 power muscle groups. The 3 power muscle groups we talk about, the lats, the core, the glutes. 1, 2, 3 muscle groups that surround the lower back, and they can either make or break you. If you don't use one of those muscle groups efficiently, you can develop neck problems, shoulder problems, low back problems, right? So become trained on your lats. Palms up, elbows in, shoulders down and back. Your core, diaphragmatic breathing and control, and your glutes, practicing throughout the day, activating and squeezing that butt so that you can get a good, strong powerhouse pelvis when you're deadlifting, squatting, bending, twisting. Do not bend this way. Do bend with your glutes, your core, your lats, so that you can stand up powerfully, right? That is your tip number 4 for developing optimal mobility, explosive fluidity, and endurance durability, which means basically you're gonna keep your body strong and long throughout your entire life. Practice those 3 muscle groups at the gym, at work. You can check out our other videos for specific exercises such as bridges and PUEI and diaphragmatic breathing throughout your body, all right? That's tip number 4. Guys, Dr. Dan, step number 5 in our program to develop optimal mobility is learn how to rotational movement train, right? Rotational movement training is probably one of the most powerful forms of exercise that you can do today. I'm a chiropractor. I've never felt better spine movement, better pelvic health, better shoulder health than when I started rotational movement training. So quick background, I was a baseball player for a number of years. I shot competitive archery. I did a lot of outdoor sports like snowboarding and wakeboarding where my body was twisted in one direction, which has caused a whole host of musculoskeletal imbalances that I'm now working on reversing over the past 3-4 years, but it's taking time, right? So if you're an athlete at a young age, we teach our kids in the gym and the office to develop bilateral symmetry. That means right to left and left to right movement, right? Rotational movement training is WEC method. WEC method is one of the top training systems that we utilize in our gym. It's going to blow up all across the world. And one of the things that we use is a club, an RMT club. Has a little bit of weight in it. This is a 6-pound club. And one of the things that we work on is developing symmetrical swing patterns, diagonal chops, boom, diagonal chops, boom, to develop symmetry in movement. Symmetry in movement means equal left and equal right. If you're a young dude like I was that played baseball and swung a whole bunch of times and threw a whole bunch of times one direction, you will get asymmetrical, and what that's going to cause in your body, hip problems, knee problems, Osgood Schlatter like I had, that caused me to take an entire year off of baseball. And doctor's advice was, well, take a rest day, or a rest year, excuse me, and not a way to fix a problem. You got to train symmetrically, you got to train smart. So if you're a young athlete, love to see you here in the gym, in the office, so that we can educate you on training symmetrically. If you're an amateur athlete, pro athlete, it benefits everybody. Step number 5, rotational movement training. All right, number 6, tip for developing optimal mobility, explosive fluidity, and endurance durability. Practice the royal coil. The royal coil, one of the best exercises. We teach it to every patient over in my office. The royal coil is a technique, and it's a functional exercise that we tie into a number of our gym exercises over here that teaches us how to coil your spine and is a part of the rotational movement training, right? The royal coil, the setup, we plant foot straight, we pull opposite leg into a perpendicular position, we set this lat down by hunting this elbow into our back pocket, and we add in a little bit of finger press so that we can develop here, here, and here. And then we're going to even it out over on the right side. Royal coil helps us to activate the posterior sling, your lats, your glutes, a lot of the leg muscles like the hammies, all those back chain muscles that make us really strong, right? So embrace the royal coil daily. Try to throw in maybe a quick rep, only for 5 or 10 seconds. Elbow up, elbow down, press it in, open the shoulder up. That's the royal coil. Tip number 6 for developing optimal mobility and explosive fluidity. All right, what's up guys? Tip 8 over here, Dr. Dan's plan for developing optimal mobility, explosive fluidity, and endurance durability. Sleeping, sleep posture, 1/3 of your day, 1/3 of your day, right? That's like 8 hours, okay? Sometimes 6 hours, sometimes 9 hours, depending on where you're at, right? You want to sleep optimally. Best position, personally in my belief, and some people go back and forth, flat on back, hands are right at our side, back is nice and flat, a little bit of support under the neck, not 5, 6, 7, 8 pillows jacking your neck up, all right? So, sleep position, good on your back. Now personally, I'm more of a side sleeper, and what I'm gonna teach you right now is something that you can practice before you go to bed by laying on the side. If I'm laying on my left side, worst thing to do is hunch forward and look down in that fetal position, right? Lots of us will curl up in a little ball as we sleep, and we wake up and we say, why do we have neck pain and back pain and hip flexor tightness and knee problems? Well, it's because you're sleeping 1/3 of your day in a curled up position. I want you guys to take the PUEI, the power, palms up, elbows in exercise home, and implement it into bed. So we lay on our side, we stretch our shoulders open, we tilt our head slightly up to the headboard, and then we can cross our arms here, wrap them around a pillow, we can straighten our legs out so that we avoid that curled up, spine compressed position, all right? So sleep posture, very important. That's 1/3 of your day, which translates over into 1/3 of your life. So you gotta sleep optimally. Again, palms up, elbows in, stretch, head is up, elbows, shoulders rounded at your side, wherever you feel comfortable, but get that chest up, get that head up. I like to put my eyes at my headboard, all right? First couple times you do it, you'll have to practice, and it will get easier for you. That's tip number 8 on developing optimal mobility, explosive fluidity, and endurance durability. All right, tip number 9 here on our program to develop optimal mobility. Make positive use of your time, right? So we say that in a lot of our different videos, and basically it means you're at work, you're at home, you're showering, you're brushing your teeth. We're all busy throughout the day. I like to think of life in 2 categories or 2 folders. One is the stuff that you have to do throughout the day. The work, the showering, the personal care, the home life, the family balance, all of the stuff that you have to do. And then this is the important stuff. And then over here is the mindfulness of how we do what we have to do, right? So how do we sit? How do we, practice our family time at home? How do we shower? Do we shower with poor posture? Do we drive with poor posture? Practice movement all day long. Watch our other videos and create a regimen of stretching. Palms up, elbows in, shoulders down and back. Neck stretch. The Apley stretch that we went through in some other videos. The glute activation. Practice your movement in all the different positions that you want to. This is, again, kind of linked to the mindfulness and movement, but more importantly is understanding that the gym is only 1 hour of your day, and the other life is 23 hours of your day. 1/3 is sleeping, that was our last tip. 1/3 is work, and 1/3 is home family life. So you've got to be practicing your movement throughout the day. As I'm doing this video right now, I'm working on a little bit of compression through my core, a little bit of foot placement. You see me kind of walking around and moving because I'm practicing movement as I teach you guys how to practice movement, all right? That's tip number 9. All right, tip number 10 on my plan for developing optimal mobility, explosive fluidity, and endurance durability. If something hurts, seek out a movement professional, right? So if you're sitting at work and you've got neck pain and back pain and you're watching these videos and you're practicing the exercises, but things just don't feel right, find somebody that's trained in movement that can help you to achieve the goals that you have set for yourself, which if it's to run a marathon or a half marathon, or even just go up and down the stairs without knee pain, find somebody to help you. These videos that we're putting out there on our YouTube channel and Instagram, they contain a lot of high-level movement, and sometimes your body's just not ready for this stuff, right? So if you're experiencing any type of ache, pain, discomfort, things just don't feel right, you just don't feel right inside, find a movement professional. It could be a chiropractor, that's what I am. It could be a physical therapist. It might be a strength and conditioning coach. It might be some, another personal trainer at your gym, or anybody that you view as help, right? Somebody that can teach you how to move a little bit better. And maybe one person doesn't have all the answers, but building a good team, a nutritionist, a chiropractor, a physical therapist, a personal trainer, or a strength and conditioning coach. Create your team of people. Find and seek out help. Don't hesitate to ask questions. In my personal and professional career, I've spent thousands of hours of school and extracurricular seminars and activities to learn and continue to implement in myself the things that I learned at the seminars. Diaphragmatic breathing, GOTA system, WEC method, all the different training tools that we utilize to improve our patients and our athletes in the gym, right? So step number 10, if things don't feel right, find a movement professional that can help you to understand how to move your body the right way and ultimately create a strategic plan to achieve your goals and get you where you need to be, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're gonna chop these pieces up. We got 10 steps for developing optimal mobility. 2 other phrases: explosive fluidity, that means nice, easy spine movement, and endurance durability, the ability for your body to become long, strong, and mobile for a long period of time and avoid all injury. If you move your body the right way, you will avoid injury, right? My name is Dr. Dan. Check us out at turackchiro.com or beat-fitness.com, on Instagram at Dr. Dan's Plan, YouTube at Dr. Dan's Plan. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, look us up on social media so you guys can move a little better. Ask us any question that you need to. I'll try to answer it. We'll see you guys on future videos.